1 little, 2 little, 3 little Vestals, 4 little. We only have 4 Vestals? I need to take the other Vestal. CSGO stream win. Bye, I love you. I'll rate them all mid. Alright. Let's take these people. It's time to play a game. You want to play a game? You want to play a game? Extremeling. Extremeling is in.
You will be laughing still.
10% stress. Same, just no underscores if you want to add you. Yeah, I'll add some of you guys when we play later. Mine is just Adam versus 80 AM VS. Easy peasy. No everything needed. I would kind of like to grab that Hellion. I mean, I don't know. We have 3 actually. We don't need it. There's nothing like super good on it. So, all right. So we want to unlock the next wheel boss. So I suppose we're going to go do this medium wheel to start the night off. Good old cracklings. Such finger between the bottles, yeah. Sucks, man. I need to take some level 0s into this so we can start getting them leveled up, you know? So, zoophobia. I mean, there's not as many beasts in here. There's dogs, right? So, dogs are the main thing, but it's just extra stress, right? I won't regret this for sure. We still need more frontliners that we really need, but don't have great ones yet. We can take Kaiser, I suppose. Are we winning? We're just starting out, Stuff. Yeah. How you doing, Stuff? Welcome back. So this will be your first full week. Home in a long time. It's gotta feel good. Gotta feel good. Do you get to work with any of the team members you had, by the way? I might take Irish. Yeah, I don't want to take too many level 0s. I can take Jarizi, actually. Educator also, which is good in here. Okay, that's fine. And then, if I take a Houndmaster, we have a better way to stall. If I take a Houndmaster, we have a great way to stall with this team, but we don't have as much killing power. To the guys, full tower your location, that's good. I mean, if they're 2 of the ones that you liked. Hey, Jayliet, welcome in. How you doing, Jayliet? Man, do I want to take... I mean, they're hard-skinned, which isn't too bad. It's the kill power, though. I mean, I could take Tet, but he's a level 1. I'd like to get some of our level 0s leveled up. I think I'm going to go with this. It's a pretty safe team in general. We have the guard. We have lots of ways to stall out. We just don't have a lot of killing power. Like, if we run into 4 dogs or 4 spiders or something, they're probably going to get a round in, which is what could kill us. I think overall we'll be okay, but whole team was solid. Couldn't have asked for better. You're a pretty easy boss, though. Yeah. I don't know why I grabbed that, actually. Alright. Well. Guess is what I'm going to take. I mean, I've already started upgrading them. Always crit and always dodge. If only I had someone like a higher power that could say that to me to make me really believe.
It's easy. Just always crit and always dodge. Simple.
First dungeon, finish 2 apprentice boss tonight. Oh no, I didn't see that. It's awesome. R squared. Have you tried out the, I mean, no rush or anything. Have you tried out the RTS yet at all? Like, I've never played Sins of a Solar Empire, but I have a friend that plays it and really, really likes it and has always been like, you should try it, If you like StarCraft, you should try this. But I have not yet. Anything we want to get rid of this week? I mean, I can get rid of Obsessive Killing. That's a force interaction quirk that can... We're mainly using the Abomination in the Ruins and the Cove. Obsessed with Killing can interact with the Iron Maiden mainly. I mean, it's not a ton of things that interacts with, so I mean, maybe it's not a huge deal. I need to lock in Precise Striker sometime, but it's not immediate need. There's not a whole bunch of really bad stuff. -10% stress healing. Clumsy kind of sucks too. Yeah, we'll just get rid of something. Like intense craving for alcohol on BK. That can be really annoying. Alright, what's our stress at, and then we're ready to go. Take any showbreakers, nightmares, just don't like them. Asking because you want to know how nasty nightmares are in Blood Moon. I take one shield breaker for a very specific reason. Shield breakers are really good. She's actually one of the better damage classes in the game, and nightmares aren't too bad if you know how they work, when they spawn, how to prepare for them. Like, they can go wrong just like anything, but it's not really because of the nightmares. It's just that I haven't had a good one come through, but we will take at least one. Her only downside is that she has low health, really. Her top end damage isn't super high, and she has low health. So if you can overcome those things, she's actually an amazing damage dealing class. We just haven't had a good one come through. It's only week 17. Low HP, high speed, yeah. The combo. All right, let's go. Sirens. Okay. Hey, Metal Thug, how's it going? Welcome on in. Okay, get our trinkets, we're good to go. Double healing trinkets. We've had 2 or 3 secret rooms and still no head trinkets, which is kind of unreal. Our trinket situation kind of sucks, to be honest, for this stage of the game. How Master, we're going to take Scouting Whistle and probably the Agility Whistle, the dodge and the speed. Our Man-at-Arms, we're going to take Stun, Charm. Definitely going to take max health on our Jester. Probably Protection. Dark Bracer. 4 dodge minus the... stress won't be a huge issue, probably. Yeah, this should be okay. I'd like to see that 10% scouting, but I don't want to lose anything else that we have. Doing alright. May's kind of a crappy month for us in general. We've had a lot of close family members over the years pass away in May for some reason. One of which was on May 1st, so May 1st always kind of was a crappy day for me, but doing okay otherwise. Hey Rob, that is the case. I don't know, it's crazy. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. All the food, stack of shovels. 2 of all these things. Seven Holy Water will take 1. Alright, so we got upgrades, trinkets, skills, camp, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camp. Trinkets, skills, camp. Upgrades, trinkets, skills, camp.
Welcome back. Your
Secret Scroll, yeah.
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Seeker's Head. Seeker, thank you for the 3-month resub. Appreciate it, Seeker. Love and sandwiches to Seeker. Seeker, thank you for the continued support. 3 months and using the Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime counts as a tier 1, so it financially supports the stream just as much as a normal sub, so to say. Thank you for using it here, Seeker. Sacred Scroll, yeah, that's one of the things I try to get as early as possible. Generally, by this point, we have Sacred Scroll plus Junia's Head. I mean, I did buy a Surgeon's Charm, which is doing almost as good as Junia's Head, so it's not terrible. We also don't have a Hell's Hairpin. We got lucky last night and found a Dark Bracer just off like a curio. For a minute. Plan on Resonate soon. Oh yeah, no worries. No rush or anything. I was just curious. Food, shovels, we got curio, interaction. Let's do it. If only I could hold tubas, but alas, I only have so many hands. Has informed me that ever leave again. Have to hire her a chef. Said you would get her cooking lessons instead. Thousands people came in here right now. That'd be awesome. I mean, I've had that happen one time before, Delta. If over 1,000 people came in right now, I would introduce myself in the stream. I would turn alerts off. And then I would show them Darkest Dungeon. 2, 4, 6, 8. Darkest Dungeon sure is great. Deathless Blood Moon is a thrill. Upgrades, trinkets, camping skills. Thank you, Orchestra. I can never remember it. Someone asked about it the other night, actually. Someone asked about it, I don't know, last week sometime. They were like, Wait, what was that cheer again? Who was saying that cheer? I was like, oh god, I can't remember the exact wording. Orchestra, where are you? I'd handle it way better today. Yeah, I mean, we had a 300-person raid last night, which was incredible. It's always amazing. Like, it never gets any less, you know, but at least I have the experience now to actually know how to speak if something happens. So, I'm going to use dog treats to try to kill these before I end up just dropping the dog treats. So, these two mark, and these two deal extra damage to marked targets. These two are going to be harder to kill this team. So I might just go ahead and try to take these two out. The problem is if you take these two out first, they start doing... these two start doing Escape Cloud, which has a really high crit chance. I don't know, they're pretty slow. Let's see what we can do. Torchless, BLOODMOON, and the cheer. They both work pretty well. I'm going to buff our speed to actually crit for next round. So if we do get in bad shape, we still go before them. Ooh, good dodge. I'll try to stun this one. That way, hopefully we only get one mark, or maybe none. Maybe it uses Rain of Blights. Some miracle. Blight me, fungal artillery. I mean, that's the best person for them to mark, at least. Like, he's a beefcake, you know? He's not gonna just fall over. First scratch he gets, but
As the fiend falls,
they'll up the difficulty. I don't know. I mean, there's no way to know, I guess. I was gonna say, I'm kind of worried they're gonna go the opposite direction, but I mean, I would be okay with more difficulties. Like, you know, leave a mode that's very accessible. I have nothing against that or anything. But I don't want it to be like everything easier or dumbed down or something just because there's so many reviews about the bad RNG and stuff. It's like... I really want what Larkin mentioned. That's like my main wish for Darkest Dungeon 2 is that there is a challenge, like a rotating challenge mode or something. Super hard, core mode. To other fans. So, the fungal artillery can actually give a disease. We just got it. Spotted fever. It's not too bad. It's minus 50% blight resist, so our vessel is not going to resist blight anymore this run, this dungeon. I mean, it kind of sucks. There is a bit of blight in the Weald, but it's not like the end of the world. It's not the Black Plague or something. Red Plague. Shoulder itchy. We took a walk. I didn't feel like working, so before the stream, we took a walk, and it started raining on us. We just said, screw it. We walked like an hour and a half in the rain. And so now I'm like, I don't know. I dried off and everything, but I'm like itchy or something. It's weird. Renew people and such. You have to stay true to the fan base. Yeah. The only thing, like I said, that worries me a little bit is they were like, I think there's too much micromanagement with the game. And I was like, no. No, there's not. Add more. They should change the leper to be on par with the Hellion. If the leper had a move that moved him forward and there was some penalty to it, that would instantly make him a bit better. Like if he had a Holy Lance-ish move, let's say like initial Holy Lance, the leper had something that he could use from 3 or 4 that hit position, only could hit position 3 or 4, and it was like a minus 50% damage or something. Like it wasn't gonna like super kill something, but it's a way to unshuffle him and a way to hit the back if he's in the back. That would instantly make him incredible. So it would take some like really fine tuning, I think, to make that okay. But that's the main thing. The leper, he has really bad accuracy. That sucks, but you can overcome that with trinkets. But you can't overcome him not being able to hit the back line or being able to do anything from the back. So I think addressing those issues would make him instantly a great character. But you have to be careful with stuff like that, right? Because you don't want to, like I tell people, like the leper, you can beat the game with the leper in every party. You don't want the game to be the melee classes or whatever to become too homogenous. Like if every melee class has a move forward, hit the back line from the back row, then it's gonna be like, eh. But Ended up getting into all the lectures. Oh no, you didn't tell me that, so that's good. I know you were worried. Was there any problem? Like, was there any problems with it at all? Or they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Here you go. You game with the leper? Yeah, there's no. I mean, I used the leper my first. I didn't know any better. I used the leper a bit in my very first playthrough. Also had a lot of deaths in my very first playthrough, blindly, but. So I'm killing a little bit slowly so we can get our stress and stuff down. Crit 2. We're almost zeroed out on stress, which is great. But thematically, he's supposed to be going blind. Yeah. Like I said, if he had some kind of, like, imagine if the leper had a move from position 3 and 4 that was like, remove the mask or something. And he takes off the mask and thrust his sword forward to move forward a little bit. But in doing so, he stresses the rest of the party. Like, that would be interesting. Like, that would instantly make him better, but there's also a downside to it. I mean, that would be awesome, I think, but... Senor Leper, we hardly knew you. The more I think about it, I kind of like that move. It would look cool too. Yeah, I actually like that idea a lot now. Hit me up, Red Hook. Here every night. Aside from Sundays. Don't hit me up on Sunday. I really want that challenge mode though that Larkin mentioned. Man, that would be awesome. That's my current Darkest Dungeon 2 dream. A rotating monthly or weekly challenge mode that forces you to use whatever modifiers it has and makes it so that mods don't work with a leaderboard. That would be awesome. I'm just in room battles. Like, a lot of games have that now, you know? Like, They Are Billions, Slay the Spire, XCOM 2 has that, and it's still going. Like, that would be an amazing thing. They'd have to police it a little bit, though, but... A map! You would hate that? You would hate a monthly challenge thing? How come, Gruntwork? You just not use it? Yeah, I mean... It wouldn't have any additional content, but it would be like, alright, for April this year, the challenge leaderboard is a forced torchless mode where there are no stuns. Like, no character and no enemy that normally has stuns can stun, and there's zero light everywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. And here's the leaderboard of the least weeks it took to beat it. I think that'd be awesome. Like, no reward or anything to it, just a challenge mode area with an actual leaderboard. All 3 heads at week 17.
Destroy them.
But it'll take it. No, that's good. Give me that Junia's head you got. I'll take Barristan's as well. So other players want it to be a single player game. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess that is against other players, but I don't. You know, you're not really playing against them. It's just people already. It's already competitive with Endless, right? Like, Endless doesn't give you additional reward after a certain point. You don't get any extra gold or any extra shards after a certain point. The only reason to push Endless beyond the final achievement is to compare against other people. So this would just solidify a leaderboard for stuff like that. I can see your point though. How you doing, Rez? Oh, one of the right puns for children. Thought you appreciate them. You need to be fully grown. Ha ha ha. How you doing, Himiel? Come in. Himiel, thank you for continuing to bring the puns and the dad jokes in. 20% stress though, that's a negative, right? Just want to make sure. Yeah. So you mean like on the heads? Yeah. So if it says minus 10% stress, you take 10% less. If it says plus 10% stress, you take 10% stress. If a trinket says plus 10% stress skills, that means your stress healing skills heal that much more. But if it just says plus % stress, that means you take more stress, yeah. Oh, another one. Another dodge. Hey, Saddest. Saddest, welcome back. How have you been? How things been, Saddest?
Well struck.
% healing, 50% stress. Yeah, exactly. So that you get the extra healing at the expense of also taking additional stress. Yeah. Yep. I wanted to kill with her so that she gets a heal off the back end of it. And she didn't kill anyway, but she got a 10 crit heal. Oh my god! Extremeling! Book of Holiness or something like that. Yeah, I always, so I do Junia's Head plus Sacred Scroll. That's my main trinket set that I use for our Vestals. And the main reason why is Sacred Scroll does minus 10% stress. So you end up taking a little bit extra stress, but your healing is insane. Haven't got Sacred Scroll yet. I might go ahead and camp. If I camp here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. We can camp for buffs.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet.
So we're gonna do 10 dodge, 5 crit, whole party, 10% damage, 8% crit. We got it. Oh, we got it on him, not on our jester. It's all right. You know what? I'll prevent nighttime ambush. Or there could be a secret room in here. Actually, I'm gonna do extra scouting. Now we didn't scout this. This is a map that did this, so we could still get scouts and critical scouts from it. Is the Abomination more consistently in this run? I basically use him for just dungeon runs. He's a great character for just normal dungeon runs. So I'm using them. I'm going to do more apprentice dungeons than normal in this, so I'll probably use them more, but I'm still not planning on using them against bosses, really. Maybe the apprentice flesh or something like that, but aside from that. We'll loot this on the way back. We have to come back through here anyway. I like the Abomination. I think he's really good in human form. I mean, his beast form is good, but you have to kind of build around it. He's just good in human form in general. He's really good for the Cove. Having a move that he can heal and stress heal himself on is really amazing. Hey, Electronica, how's it going? We'll loot this on the way back through. God, I hate maggots. They're just annoying. So, maggots don't drop loot in normal lights. Now, in Zero Light, they have like a 70% chance for a loot roll, so we might get loots. But in normal light conditions, they actually don't drop loot. But they can cause disease and stress, so it's like all the risk, no reward, usually. Snails missing their shells. Like the sea maggots. Move that can heal. Stress heal? Yeah, but it's far worse. For some reason. Shh, be cool, Orchestra. Whose side are you on here?
A momentary abatement.
And this heat's giving me a headache. Better stop.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, we don't have an accuracy trinket right now, so we really need to take care of this dog. Okay. No rabies, never worried. It's above our speed to actually crit. We're okay with Man-at-Arms getting Side of Truth. Alright, that's fine. I didn't want anyone else to get marked. I mean, you know, him being marked kind of sucks too, but Foe Scratcher can't crit him to Death's Door. Like, he can crit him for what, like maybe 20 or something? It's not Death's Door.
A decisive pummeling.
Good crit. Should have stunned this one. There's still time.
Impressive.
Another good crit. You doing, Python? Fearful. Snowblind, welcome in. How you doing, Snowblind? Run 20 still. Yeah, we're on like week 17. This one is stabilized. Man, we had some scary times last night, though. We almost lost the run last night. We actually survived a death blow. That doesn't really happen. Death blow is a myth. Down to 1. That's good. Is a myth. How you doing, Dylan? Metal Thug is vigorous. Cam, welcome back. How you doing, Cam? I got your well, I mean, you know, you replied. So say I got your hours updated, just so you know again, just in case you forgot. Somehow. Crap day at work today. What the dude takes out of the asylum. Sorry, so snowblind. Which mean, yeah. Vigorous, if you know what I mean. Gonna lurk and chill. Probably work on some music. Sounds good, snowblind.
But never hidden.
Enjoy. Thank you for the lurk.
He will join us or die, Master.
Rob John Fooey. Rob, thank you for the gift sub to Zelfinden. Thank you, Rob, for the gift sub. Love it sandwiches to Rob. Rob, thank you for the support. Always appreciate it. Your first sub roulette. Well, Zelf, now you will no longer see ads on this channel. You can use the emotes, you can spread love and sandwiches and hypes and gasms throughout Twitch, thanks to Rob John.
Or is it merely
Calculated to chatters. Thank you, Rob. Random subs can't lurkers, that's true. Deteriorating bracer. Don't want that. I mean, it sells for 1100. Sells for 1100. Alright. Thrall was pretty scary. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Or one of the things I was talking about. The Thrall thing, that was insane. I've never had a Thrall. Like, it was just a perfect storm that didn't allow us to kill the Thrall, and then it blew up and crit for like 26 on a couple people, and hey, every sub counts. It's not the size of your sub gift bomb that matters. We're gonna be in your account. Remote Twitch for the phone.
More shall gather, more shall enter the fray.
I don't know what it is, Tet. Sorry, Tet. I mean, I'm not controlling it, but Gar, thank you for the host. More shall gather. Thank you, Gar. Appreciate it. Those coming from Gar stream, welcome in. We are playing some Darkest Dungeon. We're doing a world first challenge in Darkest Dungeon. If you don't know Darkest Dungeon, how many times is this guy going to say the word Darkest Dungeon? Feel free to ask any questions or lurk around and check it out. It is a difficult game, but usually fair. Give subs to anyone that says anything? Yeah, usually. And usually people are like, sub-only chat. and gift to anyone that doesn't have a sub. For the most part. Which is crazy. Thank you guys. That's good kind of crazy. Fair when the game feels like behaving, yeah. Have someone like Randall going ballistic every once in a while, though. Oh, it's surreal. Like, it's still... I mean, I've had some things like that happen a couple times in all the time that I've streamed. It's happened a few times with different people. And it's never expected or anything like that. But you never know. You never know when something like that's going to happen. I mean, even like Snowblind, I mean... you gave a couple donations last week, too. I mean, I never know what's coming or when or what to expect. I'm going to throw this down. It only sells for 1100. Kane. How you doing, Kane? Full hero can eat again. The main reset Neobium is a battle. So if we had eaten in this room and then we got this battle, they can eat again right after it. Camping also resets it. I don't remember how many tiles resets it though. Actually.
Masterfully.
So if anyone knows the tile number that resets hunger, let us know.
The ground quakes.
Anyone Twitch Prime, the Majesty series of amazing set of games. Learn because you cannot directly control ABCs. You can down bounties that will urge them to do specific things. Or was that added to the Twitch Prime thing today? I didn't check it yet today. Doing well. Captain, glad you're well. I'm doing okay overall, I guess. We'll say. Love here, at least you do. It's nice to come in and chat. If you want, be able to lurk and chill. Thank you, Stoveblind. I mean, that's one of the big goals of the channel, right? Like, I never tried to like really put on a show, so to say, or be like different than myself, other than if we're playing something or being silly in a game or something. But I try to make. I mean, obviously, you guys are a big part of what makes the stream what it is, but I've always tried to have the stream be like a stream that I would want to go to, like a chill stream where you can, like you said, sit back and watch and listen, or conversate about almost anything, ask questions, all that good stuff. Strike, Commander. Appreciate it, Strike. We just need to do 2 damage. 8 crit will do. That's more than 2. How you doing, Strike? Have the original Majesty and its DLC available. So Majesty 2 you can buy pretty cheap too. I've never heard of them. Type Peon Kids, you know, the usual. It's Souls Stealthy. Souls. How you doing, Stealthy? So different from yourself. Explain, Cletus. That is myself. What do you mean? Cletus is just part of me. Orchestra. I can't help it. I do Dark Dragon. Jade, 375, and it stacks. Pretty old, but very good. I'm gonna drop the 2 busts. Don't currently need any more busts back home. Use Antivenom. How you doing, Chitin? So, Chitin, I'm gonna start pronouncing your name like they do in Mortal Kombat. The Chitin. Is that how you want it? Like, how have I been pronouncing your name?
My name is Cletus. Anybody want some cornbread?
Stealthy, they really lurk. Kind words. Man, look at all those hours. Snowblind, almost 200. Dark Dragon, almost 300. Stealthy, 251. Almost 100, Metal Thug. Saddest on your way to 100. Crazy. Hey, there's the Larkin, I know. That laugh. He's inside you. Just inside my head. But it's like a symbiotic type thing, right? It's not like this parasitic. I have a parasitic Cletus in my head. No. 1300 Phoenix. 133 Sin. Thank you guys. 119 Python. Snowblind is vigorous. I have quite a few vigorous people tonight. Let's go ahead and buff for next round. I think I might guard here. Or I could... No, you know what? We can just stun this one. Should be fine. Been pronouncing it acceptably. Acceptably. Is that not how you pronounce it, though? Are you Chitin? Chitin. Like Devora's species from Mortal Kombat? The Chitin. You are king. Always crit. Always dodge. Another good quote. Another Cletus quote. Virtuous and survive the death blow. Yeah. We really need to kill that. If we destroy the corpse, we have more people that can attack there. We love Cletus. You guys think I should go get that hat from Party City? The female Cletus hat? It's on Party City here, shutting down. 60% off. Wayne even likes Cletus? Yeah. That was awesome. I have Axe 2500. Oh, I have Axe. I told my wife about the Final Fantasy 14 thing last night. I was like, so I was playing Final Fantasy 14 on the stream, and then Ivax showed up as a little girl, Lalawful, wearing a maid costume. My wife was like, wait, what? She was like half listening or something. She's like, wait, go back. What happened? Anything from kitten to hi tune. Was that against terms of service? It depends on if I start with 60% off or I take it off and which 60%. Snowblind died. I feel like I need to stun here. Pantless, yeah, no pants, no socks tonight. It's warm in here. It's almost air conditioner weather. No crits, we're getting pretty lucky there. There's the crit. I don't know, I didn't mind Final Fantasy 14. I think I need to play it more to determine if I really want to continue. I mean, the thing about it though is you can just play it as a chill kind of game, right? Like, it's free all the way until level 50 for me. So it's not like I have to commit money to playing it all the way through that, or... and that will take me forever. Currently only wearing socks. Are you at work, Kaiten? I'll assume you're at work. You never guess where the fourth one goes. Holy socks, yeah. Okay, crit. We can stall out for a round to stress heal. Like, thing I tell people with Dark Dungeon all the time, so if you're new to the game or you're new here, haven't heard this yet, anytime you can stress heal for free or recover for free, even if you only have 6, 3, 4, 7 stress, like, you just do it. Just do it. Because that little bit of stress might be the difference between an affliction later on or, you know, heart attack. So we got an extra, like, bit of stress off by not just killing last round. Alright, how many hunger procs could we get? 1 immune, 2 immune. Yeah, I have way too much food, so we can drop the stack. Fourth sock, you don't want to know. They walk on all fours, so they need 4. It's the only logical explanation. Where else could a fourth sock go? To loot 5 me. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. Don't have too much food, IRL. Cleansing eye patch, blight resist, disease resist, -2 dodge. I don't like the trinket. It sells for 1,100 golds. How many more provision slots do we have here? The thing is, like, all 3 of these are used for Hall Curios. We have at least 4 more that we're going to do. I think I'm just going to drop this for now. For now, as if I can come back and pick it back up. Alright, individual in the old tree. Man, there's a lot of people dying. Raz is dead now.
The flow of otherworldly corruption.
People dying, people crying. Sound like a black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas? Are they still around? Every time I ask if a band is still around, people are like, oh yeah, I just saw them touring last week. It's always something. Black-eyed peas still making stuff? Hey Nurok, how's it going? So the curios here that use herbs predominantly drop food. So I could bring the deeds. We actually really do need deeds right now to get our weapons and armor up to level 3 so we can start doing apprentice bosses more easily. Yeah, alright, I'll drop the herbs. So immediately we're going to run into corpses that we could rub the herbs on. So this fight isn't as bad in Apprentice. So in Apprentice, there's nothing that can mark us. So the fungal, I almost call them frugal scratchers. The frugal scratchers...
Back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Kaz, 14 months. Why, that's more than a year. More than a year watching me play Darkest Dungeon. Thank you, Kaz. Hopefully you're still enjoying the Darkest Dungeon. I mean, you're still here. Kaz, appreciate it. Love and sandwiches to Kaz. Thank you for the 14 months, the continued support. Let's buff our speed actually crit. It's gone so quick, I know. Frugal scratchers, always looking to save a buck. Exactly. Fiddles? Someone who only buys the cheapest of scratch-offs? Yeah. I have a story about a scratch-off from when I was a kid. But it's going to make it sound like someone is a bad person who isn't really. So, I'll be go shopping. Guard, thank you for the lurk. Did I pee on it? No. Should have. So, when I was... Hey, Jer, how's it going? When I was little, I'm gonna grab some dinner. Still blind. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for the lurk. When I was little, there was a store nearby that had a machine. It almost was like a... almost like a slot machine. So this little gas station that had like a slot machine, sort of. But instead of like rolling the numbers, you put 1 quarter in, you pull the lever, and it gives you a little bitty like paper, that's like maybe a little bit bigger than a fortune cookie fortune, right? And then you peel each side of it off, and then it has different, you know, fruits or whatever, like a normal, God, dodge, like a normal slot machine would have, but just on the paper. So I was like 6 or 7, maybe a little older, and I had a quarter. That I found like in the car. And my mom was there buying stuff, and I put that quarter in there, and I pulled it, and I took that out, and I opened one side, and I won $1. $1. And I was like, oh yay, I won $1. A quarter, and I got $1. It's amazing. Right, that's pretty cool. And then I turned it over, and I undid the other side, and it was 3 bells, which is $50. So I was like 7 or 8, and I found a quarter, and I put it in a machine, and I won $51. And it was like, that's a lot of money. I was a poor kid too, so I was immediately thinking about, you know, the mansion I could buy and stuff like that. So I run over to my mom, all excited, and I show her this, and she's like, "It is a winning one. It is a 51 one." And she was like,
Vigor is restored.
she took it and she cashed it, and she used the money. Like she kept the money because I was only like 7. And we were poor, so I mean that $51 was much better spent going towards like gas and food and stuff. But I felt betrayed, and she was like, I was really upset, and she was like, "You're too young to gamble," and that quarter was my quarter anyway. So anyway, I won $51 when I was like 7 years old. And my mom took it and bought family stuff with it, like food, instead of letting me spend it on a video game. Thanks, Mom. I'd rather have starved and been able to play Mario. So yeah, here's my scratch-off story. I don't think I've used a scratch-off or type thing since then. You think the repose skill is worth never see using it? Repose skill on who? On the Man-at-Arms? The Man-at-Arms riposte isn't quite as good as the Highwayman. Riposte is very overpowered in the game in general because it's free damage. And if you kill with it, that's where it really becomes overpowered, because if you kill with riposte, nothing the enemy would have applied other than damage occurs. So for instance, you have that bandit that does an AoE bleed plus stress, but riposte kills him. No one even has to roll a bleed resist, and no one takes stress. So riposte is very good. The reason I don't use it much on the Man-at-Arms, especially at this stage, is that we don't have trinkets to overcome the speed deficit. So I tend to use this loadout because Bellow at the moment allows us to go before them round 2, which allows us not to take as much stress because we kill the stress casters faster. And that's really the only reason. As we go later in the game and I get better trinkets and we have a better chance of fighting a Shambler, I usually equip his riposte as we go through hallways, because it's also very good against the Shambler. The Highwayman I always use as a riposte, like always. But the Man-at-Arms, he has a lot of good skills, so I typically just take Bellow this early on, as it prevents more stress, so to say, than riposte would. That makes sense, Kia. $20.
A generous
to every month, really. Every win, though. Look at you, the riposte kill someone, stress. Yeah, that's what I always say, Pythons. What I'm saying is, if you kill someone with a riposte, nothing that they could have applied to you other than damage, and obviously crit stress through damage, applies. Or if you hit death's door, obviously. But if they were going to do a debuff, if their move was a stress move, if it gave bleed, if it rolls a stun, none of that happens. None of those rolls occur. They just don't happen if you kill them with a riposte. So That is one of the reasons the riposte is so overpowered in this game. Borderlands 3 hype. New game when we die. What do you mean, Doom? For your birthday, you looked up a ritual to invoke. Oh, Captain Kane, thank you for the 200 bits, by the way. I was going to get to it. Captain Kane, thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you for using the bleed purple thing, and that just gives me more free bits. So, thank you, Kane, for the support. Last year on the day before your birthday, you looked up a ritual to invoke some devil associated with luck and money. Do the ritual, mostly chanting. Next day of your birthday. Goes $13 on scratch offs. So what you're saying is if you give your soul to some demonic entity, you can get $13? Great. Buy the pineapple property of math. Proposed is Highwoman. It's a major reason why they're good. Overcome my love for you. You need a trinket. What was the rest of that? You got timed out, so I didn't get to see it all. I can't see the whole message anymore on timeouts. What? Not with my chat. I don't know what you said, Dark. It says use a lot. Never seen you using it. I guess it's just cause you're late game. Just doing the challenge. Yeah, that's a big part of it in general. It's also really good if you can kill them with the move that puts up riposte, and then just have a riposte, you know, it's kind of an extra off of that. Mid late game, in arms, proper trinkets, yes. Basically.
Victory.
Guide to Swine King, post killed Wilbur. Actually, never again, yeah. Post is good, but there are certain situations where you don't want it. Just burn a bag of microwave popcorn, oh god. I know that smell. Hero gives you 10% more money, so what happens if you donated 13,000? Well, I would get 10% more bits for that. So it works on any amount over 10 bits. So yeah, if you give bits to any channel right now, make sure you use the bleed purple thing. I mean, obviously here, but anywhere you give bits, use the bleed purple one because it will give them 10% more. And it doesn't cost you any extra, it's just an additional 10%. Know what I said? I know. I mean, I could pull up my actual chat, but instead of the overlay, but that'd be cheating. Alright, no barks. That's good. There was 6 manservants that time. It was a buffet. I'm actually a nudist off screen, by the way. Oh, you said something about hentai, Dark? Oh, okay. I'm used to that. My foot stand thing just popped. Pretty sure that was my foot stand, not my foot. Right, 1 marker dead, 1 left. This is Adam versus Hentai. Can we get an airborne kill on the puppy? I'm Adam versus Hentai, and I approve of that quote. Yeah, these quotes will never come back to haunt me. So she's marked, which isn't good at all. I'm gonna end up jumping the Jester in front of her. Try to put her further back from the scratchers. I would say just for your Vessel could heal. Killed your Shield Breaker with 1 damage. Feels bad, Route. Don't worry, they'll haunt you forever. That's the real truth. Would that be a Sectopus? An Adam Sectopus. Hey, I only see two ends of the tentacles. That's a bipus. I gotta be careful. Good way he knows about the Euro Chicken. That's true. Good crit. A bipus. Oh, good crit. Kaiser's been critting quite a bit. That's the thing too, like crushing blow, or crush, not crushing blow, that's Mortal Kombat. Crush actually has a pretty big Crit chance, baseline. Casualed on you again? Do you have like a... or should you get like some sort of lap mat or lap blanket or lap towel? As soon as you see that cat coming, quick, place this over my lap. Have a blanket. So get on your lap unless there's a covering on you. Gotcha. Wrap the towel around the cat's head. I don't think that's better yet, Emil. In a rational dark. Yeah. Probably just kill it. I don't know. You know what? We can get at least a stress heal or two off. So we'll stall this round. We'll stun him next round. It should give us at least one more stress heal, maybe two. Okay. Got the stun. As long as we hit him twice, he's not going to call in reinforcements or anything. And should allow us to get some stress off. Can even heal back up. I'm actually going to hit him with her, I think. This gets him low enough to where we can probably kill him pretty easily. Still at 20k, yep. Yep. And you should be always be able to do exclamation run, and it'll tell you which run as well. Thank you, Phoenix.
Surgical precision.
Surgical precision. That the light from some god being AoE healed everything in the vicinity. Surgical precision. Say so, Wayne. The last room battle, huh? I'm not done yet. That's a lot of items. Alright. Take it. The bandage is actually used on 2 curios here. End of him is only used on 1, huh? You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's go exploring, see if we can get some more loot. Okay, we already threw down the herbs, and I'd rather not have, you know, zoophobia or a disease. Still a cheddar cheese, maybe with red onions. Topple crackers, Hungarian deli sausage. I don't know what that kind of cheese is. I don't know what that kind of sausage is, but they both sound good. Toppable crackers. I remember when I bought those after you bitched it before. I got one of those cheddar cheese ball garlic spread things. A scientific and faithless vessel. Sad to see she doesn't wholly believe in her own abilities. What's weird about that too is like she literally sees it happening. Please, if you can hear me, gods or whatever, heal this person. A beam of light comes down from the heavens and literally cures this person of their ailment. Their wounds close. They're healthy again. And the Vestal's like, I don't really believe in God. I don't believe in magic. Like, what's... I have no faith. Like, it kind of reminds you, U.S. Air Force War II. Have 100% accuracy with our bomb attacks. Bombs always hit the ground. Yeah. Carpet bombing places. Hey, we hit our target. We also hit 20,000 other targets, but we hit our target. Success. To lose gate guy. Wait, what are you talking about, Rose?
Another abomination.
It's just swamp gas. Swamp gas, exploding, the light from Venus refracted through the swamp gas, igniting, cured their wounds.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever.
Trust me, Scully told me that was the case. So which one are you talking about, Rose? The bacon one, yeah. You remember too. That's good. I mean, it's gonna bleed to death, but you're cold. Wish I was cold. Why are you cold, Dark? Wash, are you alive again yet? How you doing, Wash? I got your other hours added, by the way. Let's see what this curio is. It's a grave. We actually do have... We're in a medium wield and haven't used a single shovel. What kind of sorcery is this? Oh, I got you. Mario Party 3. Sorry, Rose. For some reason, I was thinking of Darkest Dungeon, even though you mentioned earlier that you were playing Mario Party. I got you. Still dead. Is that a high definition kappa you hit me with? No blockages that we had to do. Like, there's a blockage there, but that's only one. Yeah, no problem, Pilot Wash. Or it's spring when it snowed 3 days ago. I saw pictures, yeah. It's hot here today. It's like 70 still. Killed any bosses? Yes. Necromancer. Siren, maybe? Feels like Necromancer and Siren. You doing, Swinky?
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Feels like those two. At least. 100% this time. Like, hello there. 3 obstacles in a row. Yeah. In fact, last week I went on a medium wield and I took 4 shovels and there ended up being 5 blockages that we had to go through, which is unusual too. We still have 3 provisions, so I'm going to spawn some extra battles. Find a Shambler yet? Not in this run. Not in run 20, not yet. It's going pretty well. We've actually stabilized quite a bit. I mean, last night we almost lost twice, but aside from almost losing twice last night, it's going pretty well in this run. Some of those bacon ones here. Did you get a chance to try it yet? Yeah, didn't I post a picture of it too, I think? It was pretty good. The problem with it is I just want to eat the, like, giant bacon cheese ball. Like, screw the crackers. I just want to gnaw on this thing. So, for anyone that doesn't know what we're doing, we're entering and exiting the hall over and over to try to spawn extra battles. And the reason why is because we have provisions. We just spawned 1 battle. We have extra provisions that aren't really going to do us very much going back home. They'll give us a very minor amount of gold refund. It's very low. So if we can replace those inventory slots with gold or gems or anything. 3 battles. Holy crap. Then that's what we want to do. 600 tiles. Oh, it's not gonna happen at least. Same brand at all. It was pretty good. Nom nom nom. I think we should just go do these 3 battles. Alright. Let's go see. Let's go see what I spawn. This could be a 1% Shambler. 3% Collector. Or whatever percent this was.
Executed with impunity.
It's free loot. You've heard of free real estate. Here's some free loot. Get some stress healing in while we're here. Some new bets. I kind of want to fight a collector. Like, it's really surprising me we haven't gotten one. I mean, I guess it's just random, you know, but I've usually fought a collector or 2 by week 20-ish. We've not fought a single collector this run. I don't think we fought a single collector since run 8. Of course, most of those runs ended on week 2. Free loots. You lost, Rose. Who do you mainly play as? I pretty much always played as Yoshi. Almost had a run ending fight on your world first. Lived. Finished off. Yes. Oh my god. There was a moment in Darkest Dungeon 2 where I thought I was gonna die in real life. Yeah, dark. Crazy. Famous last words, maybe. Strike Commander, thank you for the lurk.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So it's hard to call it Darkest Dungeon 2 now, right? Because there's a second game coming. But basically, at the end of Darkest Dungeon, there are 4 final quests. 4 final Darkest Dungeons. And we call them Darkest Dungeon 1 through 4. Duh. Yeah, no worries. Need to figure out another one. What is the name of that quest? Call it by the name of the quest from now on. The final 4. A, B, C, D. Darkest Dungeon B. He is the Darkest Dungeon. Hey, Romanti. How's it going, Romanti? How you doing? Doing okay. We'll say. Screw it. Let's just try to kill. Oh, it resisted. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. We are the flame. That's the one. Thank you, Dylan. Darkest Dungeon 2. The other one will be the second Darkest Dungeon. That would make sense. I mean, even so, people will still get confused sometimes. Just have to figure out which is which, yeah. The second Dungeon of Darkness. That's what we need to do. We need to come up with a bootleg Darkest Dungeon called the Dungeon of Darkness. Red Hook will be fine with that. 2DD versus DD2. Ugh, the miss. The miss. Doing well, Ronti. Glad to hear. Sure the new one will have a subtitle? Yeah, I've kind of been wondering that too. Played Speech mostly. A long time ago, you won with Yoshi.
Diminished.
Darkest Dungeon 2. Too dark, too dungeon. Really dim dungeon. Too dark, too dungeon. Bootleg Darkest Dungeon, call it Iridus, Lord of the Dead. Yeah, we can do that. It's a good idea. Oh, they're resisting all these bleeds with only like 10 and 20% bleed resist. The Darker Dungeon. Moderately gray dungeon. Darkest Dungeon 2. Eldritch Boogaloo. The Darkester Dungeon. Howl's Moving Castle sort of dungeon. Darkest Dungeon Rises. It's been a while since you played. Oh yeah, I can't even remember the last time I played.
The wounds of
But I almost always used Yoshi.
But never
Most of the time. Return of the Dungeon. I'll do you two. The Howling End. And then what's gonna happen when they make a Darkest Dungeon 3? It wasn't the end. The torch is not at 5. The torch is at 0. This is round 5. Round 5 fights. That's the number of rounds you've done. You have to hover over it to see where the torch is at. Blackest pitch is 0. No, yeah, no worries, Mike. It's all good. Round 5. You like stuff, always have some typos.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven
The Dorcas Dungeon. Darnest Fungeon. Those could work. Greatest Dungeon, intermittent darkness. Heroes die twice. Yeah, let me play that one. No worries, Beacon. Now you know. Now you know. That's what's important. We actually don't even need to stun. We have no stress. We can just kill. Kill, not heal, as some great man once said. Who was that man? Don't know. PS4 game. Haven't played anything since Red Dead. Watched some Mordor YouTubes. What about the new one that just came out? Crap, what's the name of that one? The new zombie game that just came out. It's supposed to be sort of like The Last of Us. Days Gone. Is that it? Days Gone, I think. I'm staying blind to it because I'm thinking about playing it. Yeah, Days Gone is what I was thinking of. And you're at 0 torch? No, it does not. It always shows the round number regardless of torch lights. That's true. Thank you, Phoenix. Dazzling Light ability give light. It does normally, but we have that turned off. So as you can see, Dazzling Light doesn't give any lights. You can just snuff the torch every time it casts if you want, but we actually Claire, who's the mastermind behind a lot of mods, but Moonlit Dungeon predominantly, made us a mod that makes it so that it doesn't cause light anymore. Darkest Last of Dungeons. Please play it. I would like to play it. Days Gone is a super your thing, you don't think? I don't know. What kind of stuff are you mainly looking for? Story rich? I don't know. I haven't really played much PlayStation 4 stuff in a long time. Might as well play Fallout instead. You are blind. Days Gone might have more people interested in it, but yeah. I don't know. World War Z also came out, yeah. That's a different kind of thing, though. Count Me Out's playing a lot of World War Z, I know. Count Me Out was streaming World War Z this morning at like 6 a.m. I hung out there for a few minutes before I had to go get my daughter ready for school. He never knew, because I'm a lurker. Yeah, I haven't played too many in a while. Working heavily, Pan Days Gone. The game. Spider-Man price drops, maybe that. Oh yeah, I forgot about Spider-Man. That was people were saying that was really good. Count Me Out kind of has a stream. I don't know if Count Me Out's listening. Count Me Out generally streams randomly at like 6 a.m. when he's been drinking a bit. And that's the stream. Nothing wrong with that. There's lots of different ways. Try another floor. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we just started doing this one. A lot of people here have streams. I feel like if I start naming off people's streams, but I don't name everyone, I'll feel bad. So I'm not gonna say everyone, but now I can't stop chatting. Well, thanks, Dylan. You can always go back to lurking if you'd like, but all right, we'll try it. We'll go in all the different. We'll alternate. So for anyone that's wondering what we're doing, I'm trying to spawn additional room battles. Every time you enter a hallway, there is a chance to spawn a battle, a trap, a hunger proc, nothing at all. There's a battle. Stream, occasionally Steam, you'll set it so people on your friends list watch play. Oh, that's kind of cool, Phoenix. I didn't know that. Of course, my Steam is usually on family mode, so I usually don't see friends list and stuff because, like, my wife will share a lot of the games that I have on mine, so on family mode she can play those as long as I'm not playing them at the moment. Try out Dark Dungeon on your GOG account. Is there any specific thing you would suggest teaching a complete noob? Never watched or played the game. Likes what she has seen. So my biggest thing I tell most people is like don't worry if it seems overwhelming, if there's like if you have people that are dying, like you get new people every week. The beginning of the game can be one of the roughest parts, but like just because people are dying and things are going very badly, especially early game, doesn't mean they're not good at the game or that it doesn't get better. So that's the biggest one, is like experiment, don't worry about failure. Darkest Dungeon is a lot about succeeding despite the failures that preceded that victory. So, I mean, that's the main one. There's also mechanics and stuff, of course, that the game doesn't super explain that you might want to explain over time. But the big one is just the attitude towards the game and towards loss and failure, and how it's not, if you learn from the failure, it's not really a failure sort of thing. But persevere, that's right. That is right. Can you explain how hunger works? Well, your stomach feels kind of gurgly, and then you put food in your mouth and chew and swallow, and you feel less hungry. At least that's the way it's supposed to work, but occasionally it doesn't, and you overeat. How you doing, astronaut? Welcome in. Watching the baby. My name. Saves count. He has a long name. He has like 8 names, if I remember right. Is that right? Count me out. What was some of your names? God, I'm trying to remember. No. So we're gonna start on Radiant because she's a slow learner of games. I mean, Radiant is fine to learn on. There's a downside to it though. Radiant can be really, it can be a bit easier, but you level faster, and sometimes that causes the player to hit a wall at champion. So they'll be doing fine. It'll be a little bit easier, and then they level to champion and can't afford champion upgrades, and they start champion, and then they feel like they hit a brick wall. So it's fine to play Radiant. It's just that if she plays Radiant, the other thing I would say, Hytala, is let them know that they should probably level their roster pretty evenly. Like, don't have an A team that you always use. Don't have an A and B team that you only switch between. Like, level the whole roster, and they shouldn't have as much problem with that experience increase screwing them over. Maurice. Altard, Frank. There was some name, too, though, that I made fun of on Darkest Dungeon that popped up, and you were like, that's my name. I don't remember what it was. Maurice? I'll give her name. Give her name Jennifer. How would the substitute teacher pronounce your government name, Phoenix? Do you know? You know what I'm talking about. A Ron. Or woman, your name would be Hannah Melissa. So that's an interesting question, actually. So my mom had a male and a female name in mind right after she was pregnant with me, right before they knew the gender. Do you guys know if yours did? I know what my name would have been if I had been a girl. Laugh at your last name. Jennifer. Do we have a Jennifer? Jennifer? Guess what your government name is. I wonder. You don't never question it. You had a few almost names. What were they? You guys want to know what my... Of course you do, right? Why would I tell you this and not tell you the name? I can't hold this gold. In mind. What was it, Tet, if you don't mind me asking? Just don't start calling me this, alright? This can't become a thing. Jolly? Is it really? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Pookie? No.
The agents of
Abby?
pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Is the least jolly person. There's been Sonia. Like Red Sonia. Chose one that would be male and female. In some parts of the world have a male name. Gotcha. My mom would have named me Lydia. You'd be streaming with Lydia versus everything right now. That's right. Wasn't that the name of the person in Beetlejuice? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Thanks, Rakes. And instead of having like 200 average viewers, I would have 800 average viewers. And I'd be wearing like low-cut shirts and stuff. My video camera would be like 6 times the size. I'd probably be playing Overwatch right now. No, I'm just kidding. Daisy Dukes. 2,000 viewer minimum. Beetlejuice, yeah, Beetlejuice. That's what I was thinking. If you want it. Subs get Snapchat, yeah. Premium Snapchat for the tier 3s. Mod husband? Oh god. No, I couldn't let you guys know about a mod husband. I'd have to have them keep it on the DL. I'll get less donations. Let me take off this. I have to take this off. I'm sorry. I still love you, but I need more donations. Anyway. Ruins Adventure Meditator. Those are good.